Wait a second. I'm not sure where I'm recording. All right. Okay. So this is ITS148, and today we're going to cover. Today I'm just going to cover the second exercise in Chapter 9, which I didn't do last week, and so I guess we're going to be like a day behind. However, I don't think we need 3 days to cover Chapter 10, so I think that'll be fine. Let me share my screen. All right, here I am. And let me open up. I guess I should open up Laulima to see where we are. And here we are. We are about, this is about the 14th today. Oh, 10, what's today? 10:22. Okay, yeah, here. So we'll start Chapter 10 next time. And today I'm just going to cover this exercise 9-2. So let's see what exercise 9-2 is. Oh, here we go. 9-2, calculate reservation totals. Okay. In this exercise, you'll add code that calculates the number of nights, total price, and average price for a reservation based on the arrival and departure dates that the user enters. You know, I just realized I'm gonna need one of these. I'll give it back to you. So open the reservations project, and okay, so in 9 there must be a registrations. Okay, so let's find that. Exercises, Chapter 9, reservations. Okay, I'm going to download this, save it on my desktop. And window D for desktop. Here it is, right click, extract all. And here we are. So let's start it up and see what it looks like. It's not going to make me log in. Start. Does this do anything? Arrival date. Okay, you're arriving someplace, and then a little bit later you're going to depart that place. You sign in here. Then all right, I've signed in. And today, for those of you that just called in, today we're only going to do, we're just going to do this exercise 9-1. And so we're going to be off by a day, but we'll catch up next Tuesday. So I'm running this program here, and what is it? Does it do anything? Okay, so let's say I'm arriving let's say arriving means I've arrived at my destination and then 3 days later I'm going to depart. So 10 dash, what's today? Like the 22nd, 2019. Does that work? 10 dash 25 slash 2019. And does it do anything? It does not. Does it exit? It does exit. So let's see what this form looks like. Let's view the code. So I'm going to right click and view code. I could have hit F7. And here is, okay, so I guess we got to fill this in, huh? Let's look at the instructions. I'm going to put this like here. I'm going to put this like here. And I'm going to put this person's name right here. All right. Open that and display the code in the form. And notice the methods are commented out so they don't return errors. Yep. Commented out, commented out, commented out. All right. Add code to get the arrival and departure dates the user enters when the user clicks the calculate button. Then calculate the number of days between those dates. Calculate the total price based on the price per night of $120, and then calculate the average price per night. Okay, well, huh? We did? Oh, oops. Yes, 9-2. Here we are, 9-2. Thank you. At least somebody's paying attention. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so let's close this. And let's go back here. And let's go here. And we want the string handling. So I'm going to save this on the desktop. And I'm going to trash this and trash this. And right click, extract all. Hope I don't have to log in again. All right, now I'm going to run this. And it should probably do nothing. Parse, format, exit. All right, let's see what the form tells us. Right click, F7, and it's pretty empty. All right, let's see what we're supposed to do here. All right, let's see. It says, open that. Add code to parse the email address into 2 parts when the user clicks on the parse button. So there's the parse button. So it's supposed to parse the username before the @ and the domain name comes after the @. Be sure to check the email. Be sure to check to make sure the email contains an @ before you parse it, and display an error message if it doesn't. Also, be sure to remove any leading or trailing spaces that the user enters. Okay, so that means you can use that trim method. Display the results in a message box like the first one shown above. All right. So when you click parse string, it's going to show this message box right here. When you click format, it's going to show this message box right here. And so the parse string message box is supposed to split off the name from the domain and display out the name and the domain. And the this format is just supposed to take the city, the state, and the zip and make it look like this. Okay, so it's going to say city, comma, state, comma, zip. It's going to print out Fresno just like that. It's going to capitalize the CA looking like that, and it's going to put the zip code. Be a comma after the city and no comma after the state. So that's all we have to do. All right, so so let me go back to here, and when you click on the parse, so I'm going to double click on parse. Is this named? Okay, it's named BTN parse. Double click, and we get this. So here's the event handler for this BTN parse. And so first of all, let's grab off the email address, and the email address is going to be in here, which is called txt email. So let me go back to here, and I'm going to declare a variable called string. I'm going to call it email, and that's going to equal the txt email dot text. Okay. Now I want to trim this. It means I want to trim the spaces off it if there's some spaces in the beginning and the end. So I just need to say email equals email dot trim, like that, and that'll do it. And then I got to check to see. So this removes white space before and after. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I got to make sure that there is an @ sign in there. So I'm going to say int. I'm going to say int, and this is going to be the position of the @ sign at POS. How's that? At sign position. At sign position equals email.index of @ sign. So it's got to be a double, I believe. So that's going to be the index of the @ sign. I could be off by 1, but I'm just going to try this now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to display out. Okay, so string. What's the first part? Username should equal email dot substring parentheses from 0 to the length to @ sign string, @ sign position. Okay, that's the username, and then the domain name will equal to email dot substring from @ sign on, @ sign, so I'm going to do from that all the way to the rest of the line, so I don't have to do anything. I just do this. So this is username is going to be from 0 to @ sign position, and domain is going to be from @ sign position to the end. And now I want to display this out to make sure I've got it right. I probably have an off by 1 error. So let's do message box dot show, and I'm going to show. I'm just going to do this. I'll just go username dot. No, it's not dot. It's plus space. Now I'm going to comma. Username plus quote comma end quote, sort of, plus domain name, and then do I got to have some kind of string caption? I'm just going to put a test server. All right, so I want to see what this looks like. I just want to do this. Let's run this. And an email address, richardh@hawaii.edu, parse. Richard H, and then the @ Hawaii. Okay, so I don't want the @ in there, do I? Okay, so to take care of that, I got to do plus 1. Okay, how's that? Now when I parse it, I get Richard H. and Hawaii.edu. Okay, good. That's takes care of that. So we're just supposed to display out something that looks like that. So let's do that. Let's make it look like that. So let's say username, colon space quote plus username, and then we're going to skip to the next line. So let's do a /n, and then let's put a domain name colon space quote domain name. And I don't need, oh, I don't need, okay, I need, oh, and then I want it to say parsed string. So up here it's going to say parsed string. All right, let's see if this works. This might just work. Okay, Richard H. at Hawaii.edu. Oh my God, it's perfect. Parsed string, username that, domain name that. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. All right, what's next? Add code to parse the image to parse. Use clicks parse. Use at sign. Name before the at sign. Domain name after the at sign. B to check that the email contains an at sign. B to check. Oh, that's a new language, I guess. And display an error message if it does not. Ooh, I got to do the error message if it does not. All right. So, what would I better message box show at sign position dot toString comma test. Okay, so so I want to see what the at sign position is. Okay, so let me just run this, and if I go Richard H at Hawaii.edu, it says 8 0 1 2 3. Okay, 8. Fine. Now what happens if I just say Richard H Hawaii.edu? It's going to say -1. Okay, so if there's no at sign, it's going to return a -1, and then this is going to bomb. Thank you. So I want to do if at sign position is less than 0. Should be maybe more than this, 0. If it's less than 0, we want to say message box show. Please enter an email address that has an at sign. Okay. Error. Okay. Please enter an email address that has an at sign. Otherwise, else, I'm going to do if at sign position equals 0, then message box show, please enter an email address with a username. Error. Okay, otherwise, else do, I don't need this anymore, put this inside, cut, paste. All right, let's try this and see what happens. Okay, first I'm going to say Richard H. Hawaii.edu, parse, boom, please enter an email address that has an @ sign. All right, how about this? At Hawaii.edu. Please enter an email address that has a username. All right, how about R at Hawaii.edu? Okay, that works. All right, very good. So that part looks like it's done. Contains an @ sign before you parse it, display error message if it doesn't, also remove any trailing. Okay, let's try this trailing spaces. Okay, first of all, I'm going to comment this out just so you can see what it looks like without the trailing, without this trim here. So without the trim, I can go space, 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 Richard at Hawaii.edu, space, 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 and then it says parse, and it goes, well, there's a bunch of spaces there. Can't see them. But when I take this out, oops, and I run it, I go space, spaces, Richard, Hawaii.edu, space, spaces, parse, and see it got rid of all those spaces. All right, great. Test the application with both valid and invalid email addresses. Okay, great. Add code to format and address. Add code to format the city, state, and zip when the user clicks on the format button. To do that, create a string that contains city, state, and zip, and then insert the method, and then use the insert method to insert the appropriate characters. Oh, really? That's how they want us to do it? All right, well, okay, you can do it that way. All right, so first they want us to put it all together. Okay, so that's going to be when we double click on this format. Double click, and here it is. So first of all, let me get, let's see what these are. What are these called? This one's called BTN, oh, it's called TXT City. This one's called TXT State. This one's called TXT Zip Code. All right, let's go here, and I'm going to say, string address equals TXT City dot TXT. I'm gonna call this city state zip equals TXT City. Yeah, that's fine. And then string, oh, I'm just gonna plus TXT State dot TXT plus TXT Zip Code dot TXT. Okay, now let's see what this looks like, just so we can see. Look, message box dot show, and when I get to start looking like this, city state. Okay, show parentheses city state zip colon space quote plus city state zip comma, and it's going to say formatted string. All right, so let's see what, okay, this is wrong because it's all crammed together, but let's see what this looks like. So I'm going to put, I used to live in Minneapolis, Minnesota 55414. About 35 years ago, I lived there. Format, and it says Minneapolis 554. Okay, so I got to put a, I want to put a comma in between the S and the M, a comma and a space after the S before the capital M, and then I want to put a space. Should probably put 2 spaces. Oh, I got to make sure that's uppercase. Make sure the enter and make sure that okay. All right. So let's try to figure out how we're going to do that now. Let's see. So the length. How does this insert thing work? Well, let's just figure it out. Okay, let's do city int city length equals txt city dot text dot length comma. Okay, and so that's the length of the city, and then I'm going to say city state zip equals city state zip dot insert, and what we insert is we're going to insert. Let's C# string methods. String class. Ooh, this one maybe looks better. Okay, we want to do insert. Insert the string, okay, at the specified position. It doesn't tell me anything more than that. Oh, that's junk. Let's try this. Insert. Ah, here we go. This is the position, and this is what you're inserting. Okay, great. So the position is, let's try city length. And we're going to insert a comma and a space. Okay, how's that? Then we can print. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So now all I did is I put a comma supposedly after the city. So let's see what happens. Minnesota 55414. And ooh, look, a nice comma after the Minnesota. Okay, what happens if I just do lowercase? MN. Okay, lowercase. Okay, let me put the space after the MN first. First, let's try to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's state. I'm just going to do it right here. I'm going to do a dot upper, dot upper, to upper, dot to upper. How's that? To upper, twoper. Try this. Honolulu, Hawaii, 96825. Honolulu. There the okay. So that was capitalized. Great. Can we? Is there something where we can just capitalize the first character of the string?
You index that individually?
Probably.
You just do the first character.
How to capitalize first character of string in C#. To upper converts every character, uppercase letter. How would they do it? Ah, to upper that. Oh, I see. I'm going to copy this. Let's see, right about, let's see, let me do something. Let's see. String city equals txt city dot text, and then what is this? City equals city to upper. What is this? Does this work? That might work. Plus city substring 1. No. Car. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I just do this. So, car. Char dot to. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to make this be city. This is going to be city. Let's see what this looks like. Honolulu, Hawaii, 96825. Ooh, nice. How about if I do this to lower? So now if I go Honolulu, Hawaii, 96825. That's fixed. All right, cool. All right, so now the only thing I have to do is I have to put two spaces in after the HI. Oh, and it wants me to do it using this insert thinger, because I could have just put the space. You know, you could just build this thing right here if you want to, but they want you to use insert. So let's use insert. Okay, so I've got that in there. So I'm going to go int city state length equals city length plus 2 for the for that comma space, plus 2 more for the 2 characters of the state, plus 2 more. There we go. That might be it. And then I can do city state zip equals city state zip dot insert parentheses city state length comma just a single space. So this might not be right because it could be off by 1 or something. Let's see what happens. See what it looks like. You can always fix it. All right, so I'm going to do. Oh, I got my caps lock messed up here. I got my caps lock. Honolulu, Hawaii, 96825. Oh man, that's awesome. So there it is. Is that it? Did we get everything? Test the application with both that. Add code to format the city-state zip, and the user clicks on the format button. To do that, create a string that contains the city-state and the zip code, and then use the insert method to insert the appropriate characters. Be sure that the 2-character state code is in uppercase. You can assume that the user enters an appropriate data in each text box. Display the results in a message box like the second one shown above. Test your application to be sure that it formats city, state, and zip code correctly. All right, so I'm pretty sure it does. So that's kind of all I had for today. How are you doing? All right. You doing okay?
I can't even figure out how to do the solution. Put the solution name someplace.
The solution name? Where now? Like what?
It says here, that's oh, solution name. There's something down there. You need a solution name. It says I do.
Why don't you just try that? Anything and see. All right, let me just see. Hey, Rain, you got anything?
Nothing I can think of at
Okay.
the moment.
All right, so I'm seeing you tomorrow, right?
Yep. What
And-
time again?
Pardon?
What time is it going to be at again? What's a
Let's see
good time?
Yeah, what did I put in my calendar? I put Oh, okay. So do you want to meet at noon?
After 12 is good, right?
Yeah, yeah. So the thing, okay. So I have okay. So I'm getting my hair cut at 11 a.m. and that's usually done by about 11:45, and then it's on Ward Avenue, so I drive to here, and I'll be here like at a little afternoon. But then at 1 o'clock, I actually have a meeting over in Lama Library for about half an hour or so. So should we meet like at like 12:15 or so? So you have a class until like 12:15 or something, or until 12?
Yeah, until
Okay.
12.
Okay, so why don't I just come here, and you can be down in the lab here, and I'll come and then we'll sit and we'll pound out some code, and then at 1 o'clock or so I'll go over to my meeting, and if you want to meet again after that, then we can do that. We'll see how far we get.
All right.
Okay.
I can go.
All right. Very good. So I will see you then, and so I'm going to end the meeting now.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.